We cannot take God out of the equation of wanting a good man or a good woman in our relationships. God is involved in everything that we do. You see, if you want a good woman or you want a good man, it's something that you have to pray for. It's something that you have to ask God to facilitate your affairs towards that desire of yours. At the end of the day, God is the one who's acquainted with the secrets of every heart. He's the one who knows more than we even know. You see, we cannot have a wandering eye that just keeps on moving from this place to the next place to the next place, wanting something that God can actually give us. You know, sometimes our search leads us to a downfall because, you know, we never involved God in whatever we had, or maybe we tried to perfect it ourselves without having God involved in it. So it never got perfect, it never got right. And we end up even giving up on that, and we end up, you know, moving on to the next and then moving on to the next. But, you know, when you've been through those tough lessons of relationships and heartbreaks and all those things, the lesson that it brings you to is to understand that God has to get involved. God has to be part of your relationship. You have to build a relationship with also the person who is in sync with that. Somebody who prays for you. You pray for them. They pray for you. You build an empire together. Not just an empire in terms of finances, but an empire in terms of prayers, in the sense that you are both powerhouses of prayers together. God is a loving God. The more you outstretch yourself to Him, the more you get nearer to Him, God embraces you. And to have a partner who worships with you, who prays with you, who believes with you, it just makes a whole lot of a difference, because then the fear of God, the obeying of His commandments becomes an easy thing, because you're both on the same page. You're both on the same page. Sometimes when you feel a little bit reckless about obeying His commandment, there is that partner who tells you, but don't you think that God won't be happy with us guys doing this? And that is the kind of relationship that we need. We need a relationship that draws us close to God. That is what I call a good woman for me. That is what you'd call a good man. Somebody who just brings you closer to God, and somebody who brings your dreams into reality, in the sense that, you know, they care about you, they worry about you, they want the best out of you, they push you to do the best. They don't just want to see you just, you know, walking through life and saying, oh, this is my man, or this is my woman. They want to see the best of you. Not because they own you, no. Even if you're to break up tomorrow, they still want to be the people who celebrate you and say, you know what, I'm still proud of you. Because genuine life stays on, even when you guys fall out, because of whatever reasons that you fall out. Genuine love just stays on. Not somebody who, when you break up or when you hurt each other, the first thing they do, they are screaming on, they're putting you down, they're rubbing your name, and they're spoiling everything about you. Nah, you just want to be with somebody who celebrates you. And I believe that is what is a good man, and that is what is a good woman. And you can never take God out of that equation on any given day. God has to get involved. 100%. You're living from the moment that you wake up to the time that you sleep, to the time you wake up the next day. God is 100% in your life. Because anyway, at the end of the day, He's the one who gives you life. At the end of the day, He's the one who's acquainted with all things. At the end of the day, He's the one who's the all-wise, the all-knowing. And all praises and all glories to God, who is so great and so merciful and entirely merciful. So you want a good woman and you want a good man, pray. And even that man that probably you have, if you're in a relationship, pray about that man. If you're in a relationship, pray about that woman. At the end of the day, God is the turner of all hearts. How beautiful it would be, instead of praying for that man that does not exist, praying for that man that is in your life. Instead of praying about that woman who does not exist, praying for that woman that is in your life, and making her better, making that man better, and building something beautiful out of it. I say again, praise all glory to God who is so able. And may He perfect our deeds, and may He perfect our ways into ways that are most pleasing unto Him. Exalted is He in might.